we looked at examples of what was rude, what was mean, and examples of bullying. Today, we're going to look at how we can help. And one way to help is to be an upstander. But what does it mean to be an upstander?
Hi there! My name is Zed the Squarehead, and I know that there's a champion in every kid. Big kids, small kids, two-eyed, three-eyed, four-eyed kids, doesn't matter. There's definitely a champion in all kids, but sometimes we forget that. Sometimes a kid will try to feel cool or strong by choosing to be mean to those who are smaller or weaker than them. They might pick on people who can't do or say anything back. They might do it over and over too. Have you ever seen that happen? Well, that kind of behavior is called bullying, and it's not cool. But you can do something to stop bullying as it's happening. If you know a few tricks, then you can actually choose to stop the meanness right in its tracks. You can choose to stand up to bullying, and you can be an upstander. Pay close attention to this scene. Here's the playground, and here's the bully who's trying to feel cool by picking on this guy, Tar. Now here's a bystander. A bystander is someone that sees bullying happen and doesn't know what to do. And back here, we have Ned. Ned's going to start off a bystander, but when the bullying starts, he does know what to do. He's going to choose to be an upstander. Ned's going to stand up to bullying. And when he does, he chooses from 4 upstanding options. 1. Be a buddy. When Ned sees Tar getting bullied, he shows Tar that he has a friend. Bullies aren't used to their targets having a buddy. It could change everything. 2. Interrupt. When the bullying starts, Ned finds a way to interrupt. Here, he interrupts by asking Tar to come and join him at the electroball hoop. When Ned interrupts, he gives Tar a reason to walk away from the problem. 3. Speak out. This one takes tons of courage. Here, Ned faces the person who is bullying and says, "That's mean. Don't do that." By speaking out about what is happening, it shows that meanness is not welcome. It also gets other people to look, and they might join as upstanders too. 4. Tell someone. Whether it's during the bullying or after it, Ned's going to choose to tell an adult about it. This is not tattling because he's not trying to get someone in trouble. He wants to keep someone safe. It takes courage and hard work to be an upstander. But by being an upstander, you'll be an awesome friend to someone when they need it most. And the letters in Ned's name can help. N. Never give up on helping your school to be safe. E. Encourage others to be upstanders with you. D. Do your best with all the upstanding ways that you can use to stop bullying at your school. If you know the N, E, and D in Ned's name, you'll probably choose to be upstanding whenever you see bullying. When bullying takes place, you'll make a champion choice to be a buddy, or interrupt, or speak out, and also tell someone. If you do any mixture of those things when you see bullying happen, you'll go from being a bystander to being an upstander at your school.
And if you think back to an earlier collective worship together, I introduced the fruit of the Spirit.
What kind of tree is that? Wait, I know. It's an apple tree.
How can you tell?
Because it's got apples on it. Apples are my favorite fruit. No, oranges. Wait, bananas. Bananas are definitely my favorite.
My favorite fruit is love.
Love? Love isn't a fruit.
Sure it is. Love is a fruit of the Spirit.
Fruit of the what?
The fruit of the Spirit. In the book of Galatians, Paul writes about love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. When we walk with the Holy Spirit, that's the fruit we can expect to see in our lives.
I'm not a tree. I don't have fruit.
The fruit of the Spirit doesn't grow on trees. It grows in us, because of what we are. An apple tree naturally makes apples, an orange tree naturally makes oranges, and a banana tree makes...
Bananas!
Right. And all who follow Jesus have God's Holy Spirit living inside them. So when they choose to let God's Holy Spirit guide them, what naturally comes out is...
Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control.
Right. All the fruit of the Spirit. And just like you can tell an apple tree by its apples, the fruit of God's Holy Spirit lets others know that we belong to God. But without the power of God's Holy Spirit, Paul says a different fruit grows in us, the fruit of our sinful nature.
That does not sound good.
It isn't. That fruit is selfishness, pride, anger, envy, disobedience, greed, fighting, and anything that keeps us from getting along with each other and loving others the way God does. That fruit always makes us want more stuff, because we think stuff can make us happier than God can. That fruit leaves us empty instead of full.
Ew, I don't want that fruit. I want love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. But I get angry sometimes, and I'm not very patient. Guess I'll just have to try harder.
Paul tells us trying harder won't get us anywhere. That's because our own strength only lasts a little while. But those who follow Jesus have declared that their sinful nature is dead. Now we can choose to live by the power of God's Holy Spirit instead. We can spend time with Him and pray and get to know Him, for real. And as we get to know God's Holy Spirit more...
I know. The power of God's Holy Spirit will make more of the fruit of the Spirit grow in us. Like bananas!
like bananas.
The fruit of the Spirit is what we want from other people. And if we want that from other people, we have to want that for ourselves too. And today's task is to say thank you. I'd like you to find someone else and say thank you to them. Thank you for holding the door. Thank you for helping me. Thank you for my dinner. Thank you for playing with me. Thank you for teaching me. But find someone to say thank you. And I'll see you around school.